Hello, welcome to my channel, One of Nine. Thank you for coming to watch, and I'm so grateful for all your messages and subscriptions and shares and all the lovely chats that I've had with so many old friends and new. It's been a really special time. And I hope you're having a really special Christmas with all your family, or maybe some of them. We'll be cutting that bit out. Christmas Eve, someone texts me out of the blue, try and get to midnight mass. And it had been on my mind, but each time I thought of it, I came to what I thought was an obvious conclusion. It was not going to be possible with 5 young children. We've been doing the St. Andrew's prayer since St. Andrew's Day, leading up to Christmas. And in that, part of it we say, at midnight, in Bethlehem, in piercing cold. And I wonder if that's why I kept thinking of it this year. Well, it was at midnight. It was piercing cold. Although it wasn't in Bethlehem, it was in a tier 4 area. So with it being Christmas, I think back to all the times that I was pregnant and when I had a baby. And I think of Our Lady because, you know, in a more real and practical way, I think about that journey to Bethlehem and not finding an inn. And with the little things that happen, I can get very caught up in, maybe you do too, get caught up in the things of preparing for Christmas. Last Christmas, we had an extra special thing that we were going to share with the children. The children started praying since the summer before for twins, and it came out of nowhere. And it started with one of the older two, Lani or Rupert, and as we did, you know, the good thing at prayers one evening, we went round and asked for all the children's intentions. We don't always get round to that. Sometimes we just need to get on with it. And one of the older ones said, I'd like to pray for twins. And then the next one said, I'd like to pray for twins. And then Hugo said, I'd like to pray for twins. And he every day asked to pray for twins. November comes along and we discover that I'm expecting a baby. Then came a sad morning when I discovered that I'd had some early bleeding. And this is a worrying time for lots of mums. I'd had a miscarriage before, one that I hadn't had any signs of. And I'd had bleeding in different pregnancies as well when the babies were fine. So I made the appointment. I half thought maybe I should just accept the loss of the baby and not even take the time of the hospital to check up and see, you know, have we lost the baby or not. I thought maybe it's best if I phone the hospital and they just check that the miscarriage happens. I'll go in and find out about the miscarriage. I was very nervous, but ready for the news. And as the radiographer scanned me, she said, there's really good news. Your baby is fine. What a relief. And so then she was looking around for all, you know, any reason why she could find there might have been extra bleeding. And then she found it. We were expecting twins. They're very rare Momo twins. And I saw the 2 babies on that scan. Isn't it so clever? Maybe about 7 or 8 weeks old. Their little hearts beating right next to each other. It was, I've never forgotten that image. That night, the night that I'd had the scan to discover the twins, Hugo didn't just pray for the twins at the first opportunity to. Every decade, Hugo prayed for twins, not knowing anything that was going on. One of the things with these twins is that there are lots of complications. So they'd set us already on this plan that we were going to be having scans every 2 weeks. We planned, I'd looked at my diary, I'd set out the weeks, and we were really excited, thought about names and all those things. Around the feast of St. Lucy, because I was overcome by emotion with that when I was sharing the story of Rupert, this was such a powerful story in this pregnancy that one of the babies must have the name Lucy in it in some form, whether it was a girl or a boy. So we went for the scan and Peter came as well. So we had this extra medical professional there because they were quite excited about this as well. These twins, there's something like 50 to 70,000, 1 in 50 to 70,000 chance of having the twins at such a late split, and that's why they share the placenta and they share the amniotic sac as well. They started the scan and, you know, it always takes a while and it's a bit scary, isn't it? And then we found out that one of the twins needed to go to heaven before the other one. And so we were really blessed that we had one little twin that had made it, but the other one, God wanted that one first. I felt this in the other one. I felt more blessed by having a baby and being blessed with a baby than not having had that baby at all. Christmas came and Christmas morning, and before the children went downstairs, we shared with them the news that God did bless us with twins. They were so excited, but we had a special pact with God that he has one first and we were able to keep the other one here. And the other special thing was that because they were identical twins, we knew that what the other one was going to be and what the other one was going to look like when this new baby was born. So it would really have extra prayers for this baby, that we could see what the baby would be like. So we now have our lovely Audrey. 2 weeks before Audrey was due, I was on my hands and knees in the children's bedroom, hoovering the floor, and then I'd stop and have a contraction. So at that point, we decided to go to the hospital. It was all last minute. We got in to the delivery room. I was in the pool. The baby was coming, and Peter didn't have his camera. He wanted to go out. The midwife was pretty upset with him. So she went out and got it for him in the car. And that's when baby Audrey was born.
6th of July, 2020.
Oh, wow, you're looking pain.
Ooh.
Audrey.
Audrey looks quite in pain too.
So floppy. Why are we laughing when she's crying?
Is it daytime or nighttime there?
We were at Nanny's.
Be quiet.
You're laughing. tanned and looked like you got loads of freckles after you were in labour.
I thought Audrey was on the mummy's foot.
So,
They were beginning to get dark and stop. And that's when we were probably on the way home. Yep, you were there.
no, you were asleep.
And you were too.
No, I wasn't. I was asleep and then I woke up. I'd only been asleep for a few seconds. I mean, a few minutes. See? Trying to wake me up. I wouldn't- I'm still asleep at this. That's what I made!
Whoa!
She was sick on me. They're always sick on me first.
That is how cute it is. Get ready to see me. Look at my mom. She's crying.
Be quiet. Oh, that is really cute. Jemima, you were so cute. What happened?
You've grown up. No, she was only 1 or 2. We didn't want her to. She was
Who's
1.
that? You're already going on the phone.
No, I'll show you him pictures.
Oh, it's Granny Mary.
First time holding.
When you ended the call accidentally.
Oh, give me that. Two. I'm 2. Not 4. I'm 2.
Be quiet. Just what?
2. Come on, come to me.
We all look really tan.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Did you just say, oh my goodness?
Yeah, I mean, look how tan Margie looks. She's like a.
And Audrey's
I don't know.
Mexican